you know, in the years since Black Parade, I've kind of come to learn that paralysis comes from not being in line with what's true for you. And by the end of Black Parade, I had, in fact, said everything that I wanted to say. Now, the only thing left for me to say after the Black Parade was just how pissed off I was at the way people may have reacted or given me money.
She said, "Fuck the Daily Come on, that's only one of the newspapers we want to fuck. There's a whole fucking parade of these fucking newspapers we would love to fuck. A newspaper I'd love to hang. Because the news of the world is gone though, so one down.
So, let's see. So at the end of Black Parade, you know, this is not something I've shared with anybody, and I've spoken to Grant about it, and Kristen, and I've spoken, obviously, to my wife. My daughter, Van, who's way too young to understand any of that that is going on. She thinks everybody's parents go on stage and perform. She just thinks it's super normal, because she's seen her mother do it and me on TV and stuff. So, anyway, so after that, I had encountered what I felt was a creative paralysis. And it was the hardest thing for me to write lyrics all of a sudden. I couldn't write lyrics anymore. And all my lyrics were just really angry. Again, like I was mad about getting paid for what I did. I was really mad about that. And, you know, so that's kind of where I almost wanted it to stop. But I hadn't been honest with myself. I hadn't been true. So I went on. I said, let's make this record. And that's Conventional Weapons. Went on to make that. And then, no, that's not good enough. Now I can recapture that. Let me just put it all into the art. Let's chase the art. And you have Danger Days. And again, kind of through a haze through that period, you know? I fell back into a lot of old habits because it was easy, because I felt in control. I wasn't in control at all. And then, after that, climbing out of it, it got worse. It got worse because I became even more paralyzed and more depressed. And I started to work on a record that was a concept record about a group of parents in a support group because they had all lost their children in a horrible way. And that was supposed to be the last record. And that's not a story I wanted to tell. And the songs reflected that. You could hear it. And all the joy was just gone.
How do you feel about that? Not only that record, but the one before, when it was kind of post-Black Parade, you were trying to do something, what was it, more commercial, or was it go back to roots?
Well, what it was supposed to be, what Conventional Weapons was supposed to be, it was supposed to be, hey, we can get on the radio really easy, so let's make a record that sounds like the Stooges. Because that would be really funny to get on the radio. That was it. That's the concept.
So how do you feel when you listen to that stuff now?
Oh, well, that didn't happen. When I listen back to it, I'm like, this is, I mean, maybe some of the spirit has some of that proto-punk, but didn't, I mean, I'm talking, I love really shitty sounding drums. I really do. The kick drum needs to sound like cardboard, the ride cymbal. Basically, it needs to sound like Static Age by the Misfits. That's how the drums should always sound.